Hello and welcome back to the reading of the Holy Bible. Last time we read chapters 6 and 7, so this time we are in chapters 8 and 9. Chapter 8, the waters abate. And God remembered Noah, and all the living creatures, and all the cattle which were with him in the ark, and brought a wind upon the earth, and the waters were abated. The fountains, also the deep, and the floodgates of heaven were shut up, and the rain from heaven was restrained. And the waters returned from off the earth, going and coming, and they began to be abated after 150 days. And the ark rested in the 7th month, the 27th day of the month, upon the mountains of Armenia. And the waters were going and decreasing until the 10th month. For in the 10th month, the first day of the month, the tops of the mountains appeared. Noah sends forth a raven and a dove. And after that 40 days were passed, Noah, opening the window of the ark, which he had made, sent forth a raven, which went forth and did not return till the waters were dried up upon the earth. He sent forth also a dove after him, to see if the waters had now ceased upon the face of the earth. But she, not finding where her foot might rest, returned to him into the ark, for the waters were upon the whole earth. And he put forth his hand and caught her, and brought her into the ark. And having waited yet 7 other days, he again sent forth the dove out of the ark. And she came to him in the evening, carrying a bough of an olive tree, with green leaves in her mouth. Noah therefore understood that the waters were ceased upon the earth. And he stayed yet other 7 days, and went forth from the dove, which returned not any more unto him. The earth dries. Therefore in the 601st year, the first month, the first day of the month. Therefore in the 601st year, the first month, the first day of the month, the waters were lessened upon the earth. And Noah, opening the covering of the ark, looked and saw that the face of the earth was dried. In the 2nd month, the 27th day of the month, the earth was dried. Noah leaves the ark. And God spoke to Noah, saying, Go out of the ark, thou and thy wife, thy sons, and the wives of thy sons with thee, all living things that are with thee of all flesh, as well in fowls as in beasts, and all creeping things that creep upon the earth. Bring out with thee, and go upon the earth. Increase and multiply upon it. So Noah went out, he and his sons, his wife, and the wives of his sons with him, and all living things, and cattle, and creeping things that creep upon the earth, according to their kinds, went out of the ark. Noah builds an altar. And Noah built an altar unto the Lord, and taking of all cattle and fowls that were clean, offer holocaust upon the altar. And the Lord smelled a sweet savor, and said, I will no more curse the earth for the sake of man, for the imagination and thought of man's hearts are prone to evil from his youth. Therefore I will no more destroy every living soul as I have done. All the days of the earth, seedtime and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, night and day shall not cease. Going back real quickly. Chapter 8 did not return. The raven did not return into the ark, but as it may be gathered from the heap, went to and fro, sometimes going to the mountains where it found carcasses to feed on, and other times returned to rest upon the top of the ark. Verse 20, Holocaust. Whole burnt offerings, in which the whole victim was consumed by fire upon God's altar, and no part was reserved for the use of priest or people. Verse 21, smelled. A figurative expression denoting that God was well pleased with the sacrifices offered. Chapter 9, God blesses Noah. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and he said to them, Increase and multiply, and fill the earth, and let the fear and dread of you be upon all the beasts of the earth, and upon all the fowls of the air, and all that move upon the earth. All the fishes of the sea are delivered into your hand. Everything that moveth and liveth shall be meat for you. Even as the green herbs have I delivered them all to you. Saving that flesh with blood you shall not eat. For I will require the blood of your lives at the hand of every beast, and at the hand of man, at the hand of every man, and of his brother will I require the life of man. Whosoever shall shed man's blood, his blood shall be shed. For man was made to the image of God. But increase you and multiply, and go upon the earth and fill it. God's covenant with Noah. Thus also said God to Noah and to his sons with him, Behold, I will establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living soul that is with you, as well in all birds as in cattle and beasts of the earth that are come forth out of the ark, and in all the beasts of the earth. I will establish my covenant with you, and all flesh shall be no more destroyed with the waters of a flood, neither shall there be from henceforth a flood to waste the earth. The rainbow as a sign. And God said, This is the sign of the covenant which I give between me and you, and to every living soul that is with you. For perpetual generations I will set my bow in the clouds, and it shall be the sign of a covenant between me and between the earth. And when I shall cover the sky with clouds, my bow shall appear in the clouds, and I will remember my covenant with you, and with every living soul that beareth flesh. And there shall be no more be waters of a flood, destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the clouds, and I shall see it, and shall remember the everlasting covenant that was made between God and every living soul of all flesh, which is upon the earth. And God said to Noah, This shall be the sign of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh upon the earth. Sons of Noah. And the sons of Noah who came out of the ark were Sem, Shem, and Japheth. And Shem is the father of Canaan. These three are the sons of Noah, and from these was all mankind spread over the whole earth. Noah curses Shem. And Noah, a husbandman, began to till the ground and planted a vineyard, and drinking of the wine was made drunk, and was uncovered in his tent, which when Shem, the father of Canaan, had seen to wit that his father's nakedness was uncovered, he told it to his two brethren without. But Sem and Japheth put a cloak upon their shoulders, and going backward covered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were turned away, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah awakened from the wine, when he had learned what his younger son had done to him. He said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. God blesses Sem and Japheth. And he said, Blessed be the Lord God of Sem, be Canaan his servant. May God enlarge Japheth, and may he dwell in the tents of Sem, and Canaan be his servant. Death of Noah. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years, and all his days were in the whole 950 years, and he died. Chapter 9, verse 21, drunk. Noah, by the judgment of the fathers, was not guilty of sin, and being overcome by wine, because he knew not the strength of it. This would be before that, yeah. Verse 23, covered the nakedness. Thus, as St. Gregory writes, Moral, Book 35, Chapter 22, we ought to cover our nakedness, an example of the sins of our spiritual parents and superiors. Cursed be Canaan. The curses as well as the blessings of the patriarchs were prophetical, and this in particular is here recorded by Moses for the children of Israel who were to possess the land of Canaan. But why should Canaan be cursed by his father's faults? The Hebrews answer that he, being then a boy, was the first that saw his grandfather's nakedness, and told his father Cham of it, and joined with him in laughing at it. This drew upon him rather than upon the rest of the children of Cham this prophetical curse. And with that is chapters 8 and 9. Next week we will have chapters 10 and 11. So it looks like that is going to be talking about the sons of Noah. And then it looks like we will have the Tower of Babel next week. And then after that, it looks like we will be getting to Abraham. Oh, pardon me, not Abraham, Abram. I think Abraham comes after. Abram becomes Abraham, and that's in chapter 17. So that won't be for at least a few more weeks. But until then, I have been reading the Bible outside of just this, and I've been starting with the New Testament because I've heard the New Testament is a lot easier to read, and so far it definitely proves to be. But I'm wanting to read it more, so I'm definitely going to continue to read more. Either way, thank you very much for watching this reading of the Bible. You make sure you have a wonderful night, and God bless.